This is Southern Cross News with Rachel Williams.
Good evening. A 17-year-old youth remains in custody tonight after he was shot at by police in the early hours of this morning. One of the officers involved in the incident also sustained injuries but has been given the all clear by doctors. It's prompted a furious response from the Police Association, demanding a faster rollout of body cameras to record street crimes.
At 1 a.m, police were searching for a green Ford Festiva seen driving erratically in the Kingborough area. When it was located at a dead end on Crystal Downs Drive, police will allege the 17-year-old driver drove at an officer who had left his car. The experienced constable opened fire.
This is a traumatic event for everyone involved. So everyone who has, whether it's the offender or the police officers, it's not a good thing to happen.
With investigations still underway, police won't say how many shots were fired. The driver, suffering head injuries, fled the scene and was arrested in nearby Wattle Street a short time later.
We're not sure at this stage whether that injury was as a result of the crash that he had with that vehicle and the police vehicle, or whether it was part of shrapnel from the police discharged firearm.
The officer involved was also taken to hospital with a minor leg injury but was later discharged. The Police Association says last night's drama is the latest in a string of incidents by repeat offenders.
A classic example of last night, what can occur. A car is a lethal weapon. It's about time the public, it's about time the judiciary, it's about time everyone understood what a weapon it is.
With the officers' action also under scrutiny, Pat Allen says the rollout of body cameras needs to be done sooner.
It would have had all the evidence that was required to show what occurred and whether he was justified or not. He was justified. We have no doubt about the fact he was justified.
Anyone with information is urged to call Crime Stoppers. Andrew McCarthy, Southern Cross News.
Wet weather didn't stop the annual MRA toy run from spreading Christmas cheer as it rumbled its way through the streets of Hobart. The thousands of gifts gathered helping the Salvation Army brighten the lives of those less fortunate throughout the festive season.
Now in its 38th year, the toy run continues to attract riders of all ages.
Definitely first time this year, can't wait.
Japanese, European or hot American hog lovers united in their quest to deliver toys for Tasmanians doing it tough.
This year we tried to think of teenagers.
Yeah, it's about aviation.
Yeah. So we picked a present for older children this year.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just a great thing to help people out that are less fortunate than what we are, and just to basically help put smiles on the faces of people that are less fortunate than us.
And there were smiles for miles as the convoy rumbled its way from the Derwent Entertainment Centre to Salamanca to deliver the bounty. The Salvation Army says it expects to collect over 3,000 gifts.
We will assist around 4,500 people this Christmas time, and so to have the generosity of the motorcycle riders and the public is critical to us.
And it's not just the kids who'll benefit. The Salvos say they're also reaching out to mums and dads and even singles who feel alone in the festive period.
We're really grateful to everyone who's participated today, particularly those that sort of made the ride in the cold and wet weather and have shown their generosity of spirit.
Further donations can be dropped off at Salvos offices across Tasmania. Andrew McCarthy, Southern Cross News.
Tasmania's reputation as a world-class fly fishing destination has been maintained, with the National Fly Fishing Championships coming to an end. Tasmanian Christopher Bassano taking the top spot once again after winning all 5 sessions, with Victorian youngster Tom Jarman coming in second. There were more than 1,000 fish caught and released back into the water across 5 venues. Based on the championships, the Australian team will be selected to represent the country in the World Championship event held in Tasmania in 2019. Farmers and their dogs from across the state were put to the ultimate test today, competing for the winning title in the Yard Dog Trials. Some of Tasmania's best working dogs showing off their skills at the annual state championships, attracting more than 40 canines. As part of the trial, the dog and its handler work as a team to negotiate sheep through a challenging course. It's designed to demonstrate everyday skills a working dog would use on a farm.
You take
your own dog out of its comfort zone at home and bring it to a trial situation where the sheep are different, the obstacles are different, and it's a test between owner and handler to be able to negotiate the sheep through the obstacles.
Around 10-yard dog trials are held each year at various locations around Tasmania, from farm trials to various country shows or events. There's certain to be a lot of tuckered-out youngsters in lounge rooms across Launceston tonight, with the Kid I Am event attracting thousands. It was a day of child's play, with zip lining, puppet shows, sports and crafts entertaining the young and the young at heart.
An entire dome transformed into the ultimate child's wonderland. Not a single sad face, only thousands of energetic children running from one activity to another.
The purpose of this event is to get all of Launceston to see and experience the different activities for kids that are just here in our backyard.
All under one roof in a bid to give the young a chance to try a range of stimulating activities.
We really want to get kids participating, creating a stronger community, healthier and happier, because they're doing lots of activities that doesn't just involve school.
From shooting hoops to puppet shows, it's a one-stop shop for kids.
The kids have had a ball. It's one of the best things that they do for the kids for the year, and we come every year.
It's good to see the locals participating and bringing their kids along and have a lot of fun.
The event is in its second year and is said to be the largest which caters for children across the state. There are more than 70 activities to choose from and thousands of children walking through the doors.
How much fun is this for you?
1,000,000%.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. Lots of people this year.
There's just so many things.
Let's go to the zip line. Let's go.
There's just so many people and it's fun.
Kid I Am has again proved to be a success, set to attract an even bigger crowd next year. Rita Risk, Southern Cross News.
Tasmanian hockey grade is set to reach a milestone tonight that only 5 other Australians have achieved in the sport. Eddie Ockenden lines up for the Kookaburras in India in a few hours' time, playing game number 300.
Debuting for the country as a fresh-faced 19-year-old in 2006, Ockenden had no idea it was the beginning of history.
I think when you're young on debut, I never thought I'd reach 10, 20, 100, 300 games. Especially when you're young, you don't really think about that. You go out there and try and cement yourself in the team. And
the first Tasmanian and only the 6th Australian to reach the 300-game milestone, the midfielder would join an elite list of players, including Jamie Dwyer and Brent Livermore.
Proud to be Tasmanian, represent the state and continue our hockey tradition.
The Kookaburras will also have a chance to clinch the FIH World League title in tonight's final against Germany and India, a fitting location for Ockenden to bring up the triple ton.
Yeah, memories there. I think I played my 100th maybe. We've won the World Cup there, won the Commonwealth Games there, so we've had some great times over there. It's a great place to play hockey.
Jamie Dwyer holds the all-time games record at 365, but with no plans to retire anytime soon and still contributing with the stick, the 30-year-old Ockenden could have one more milestone left in him yet.
While I'm loving it and while my body's feeling good and I'm still in the team, then I don't have an end goal, so just enjoy it, and if I'm enjoying it, then I'm happy to be around.
Anytime, James Faulkner will return to play T20 cricket for English club Lancashire, with the Tasmanian all-rounder signing a 2-year contract with the club. Faulkner was a vital part of the side's 2015 campaign, which saw the Lightning take out the NatWest T20 Blast for the first time. The 27-year-old was the leading wicket taker with 25 wickets from 13 matches, scoring 302 runs also. The T20 Blast begins in July next year. Well, it's one of the lesser-known sports here in Tasmania, but one that's on the rise. Now, 2 young up-and-comers who only took up the game a couple of years back have been given the opportunity to pursue their gridiron dreams after being selected to try out for the national team.
With only 4 teams in the state competition, it's a far cry from the phenomenon of the NFL. But that doesn't stop the small group of Tasmanian gridiron faithfuls from dreaming big.
I don't really know what it's going to take me, but I would only hope to go and play, America and do things like that.
That goal is one step closer to being reached for the Glenorchy Knights linebacker, who's one of 3 Tasmanians recently invited to try out for the under-19 national team in Queensland next month. Not bad for someone who's only been in the sport for 3 seasons.
It's like one of my friends told me that I should come and try it out and see if I like it, because I've played the majority of my life, played rugby union, so we thought, it was a similar sport, so I'd try it out and see if it was any good at it.
Joining BALDUCCI at the tryouts will be teammate and offensive linesman Sam Kenner, who's even newer to the game. The pair earning the call-up by impressing selectors while representing the state at the national tournament in April.
One of my friends decided to play last year and just thought I'd just tag along with him, and sort of went on from there, really. Just continue to enjoy it, fall in love with it.
If picked in the side, they'll represent the country at the World Championships in Mexico next year. And based on size alone, the other hopefuls could have a bit to worry about when the Tassie boys turn up for trials.
I'm on offensive line, so I'm not the man that gets looked at, but I'm there protecting the quarterback and running backs are the fancy ones, as you could call them.
Pretty important job, isn't it, though, protecting the quarterback?
Oh yeah, you certainly know about it if you let someone throw.
Good evening. We've had a cloudy day today with rain in the northeast, drizzle in the southeast and showers elsewhere. Burnie recorded the state's high of 20 degrees. It was 13 in Hobart, 17 in Launceston and 18 in Devonport. Taking a closer look around the state, maximum temperatures were 2 to 9 degrees below average today. Low Head and Strawn both had a top of 17. It was 15 at St Helens and Bushy Park, 14 at Maria Island and Friendly Beaches, 13 degrees at Grove and 9 at Lyowini. A low and trough system sat over Tasmania and Victoria today, bringing a cloud band that extended southeast into the Southern Ocean and north into Queensland. There were also thunderstorms through the north of the mainland. And here's a closer look at the thick, low and middle cloud over the state. Tomorrow the chart shows a low just to the east of Tasmania with a trough running through the Tasman, into Queensland and into northern Australia. Looking to the coast, southwest to southeasterly winds reaching 30 to 40 knots about the east, swells to 3 metres in southern waters. We've got a few warnings for tomorrow: a flood watch for the north and southeast catchments, a gale warning from Cape Portland to southeast Cape, a strong wind warning for all remaining coastal waters as well as southeast inshore waters, and a small craft wind alert for the Central Plateau lakes. Rain easing in Hobart tomorrow, a top of 15. Richmond, rain becoming windy, 16. Ooze, 16 also. Launceston, rain clearing, 19 the top. A possible morning shower for Devonport, 20 degrees, 17 for Deloraine. Burnie, a cloudy 21 degrees. Strawn, a shower or 2, 19. Curry on King Island, a top of 17 degrees. St Helens, rain easing, 16. Swansea, 14. Whitemark, 19 tomorrow. And with extreme UV levels across the state, the Cancer Council recommends sun protection during daylight hours, even under cloud or in the rain. Now let's take a look ahead to next week. Monday, mainly fine with morning coastal showers in the south and east. Tuesday, afternoon showers in the west and north, but fine elsewhere. And Wednesday, morning showers in the northeast, extending statewide through the day. Around the country tomorrow, if you're looking for some sun, you should probably head to Perth or Alice Springs. There are possible storms for Brisbane and Darwin, showers for Adelaide, Canberra and Sydney, and a rainy day ahead for Melbourne. And right now in Hobart, it is 11 degrees and rainy. Launceston rain also, 13 degrees. Devonport, no rain, cloudy and 14. That's all for the weather tonight. Thanks, Rach.
Devonport's the place to be. Thanks for that, Brit. That's all your news for now. Thanks for joining us. Good night.